Just a quick reminder, when preparation meets opportunity and you have the proper discernment from God to know right from wrong, you are able to walk in the Spirit. And what does it mean to walk in the Spirit? To walk in the Spirit means you will not carry out the desires of the flesh, for the desire of the flesh is against the Spirit, and the Spirit against the flesh. This is exactly why Jesus, when he multiplied the 7 fish to feed the 4,000 men, this is why his word says, and immediately he, as in Jesus, got into the boat with his disciples and came to the region of Dalmanutha. Everyone was filled with bread. They had just finished eating, so their flesh was high. They weren't thinking correctly. This is why Jesus ran away, why he immediately got into the boat. The people, so filled with bread, so filled with their flesh, were ready to crown Jesus before his time. This is why it says you are fighting against flesh and spirit, because your flesh is saying, oh, he has to be the Messiah. He was able to do this and that. But if you have the proper discernment, then you know that you have to walk by the Spirit. And when you walk by the Spirit, his word says that you are to be renewed in the spirit of your minds and to put on the new self, which in the likeness of God has been created in righteousness and holiness of the truth. My God is saying, if you are walking by the Spirit, you are walking with me. The Spirit, my Spirit, is within you. So you should know right from wrong. Because you are filled with his word. You are not just filled with temptation. You're not just filled with earthly food. For it is good for the heart to be strengthened by grace, not by food. God is saying you will know proper discernment when you spend enough time with me, when you spend enough time in my word to know when God is opening a door for you and when it's just a temptation from the enemy. Because something may look good from the enemy and you may think this has to be from God. How can something so good not be from God? Because the enemy watches you, has been watching you from the very beginning. He knows what you like and what you don't like. If you don't have proper discernment, if you don't spend enough time with God, if you don't have a prayer life to be able to hear God when he tells you, no, don't take that job. No, don't make that handshake. No, don't do that deal. No, don't be friends with him. Then that's when you're going to fall. You're going to fall into temptation and you're going to blame it on God. But his word says that God does not tempt anyone. If you were to read, you would know that his word says that. Make sure that your character is free from the love of money, being content with what you have, for he himself said, I will never desert you, nor will I ever abandon you. My God said, I will always be there with you. You will never lack anything if you are walking with me. When preparation meets opportunity, if you are prepared for this opportunity, if you're prepared and you have read and you have gone into the word, then you know right from wrong. God has been preparing you for an opportunity that only he can give you, only doors that he can open. Don't be so quick to take that promotion that will take you away from spending time with him just because it's more money. For his word says, do not be lovers of money. My God is very clear in his word, but if you don't want to spend enough time with him to know right from wrong, to know what true discernment is, don't be blaming God when it's you. You're the one that's standing in the middle of your blessing. If it is God's will, he wouldn't give you something that you are not prepared for, because he will prepare you for what he has in store for you. So continue to enjoy the process of preparation, because when preparation meets opportunity, true opportunity from God, no one can take that away from you. God bless you guys in Jesus' mighty name.